It is the evening of the 30th. The air is slightly cool and your phone rests on the desk. Suddenly a familiar screen illumination occurs. A text message arrives. Your account has been credited with 60,000 rupees. Instantly a chemical shift happens in your body. Within 10 minutes of receiving that text, he is on his favorite shopping application. He sees a sleek pair of sneakers he has been eyeing for 5,000 rupees. He clicks buy. Then he orders a premium dinner to celebrate the end of a long, exhausting work month. It feels incredible. Now look across town at Neha. She gets the exact same salary notification, but instead of opening a shopping application, she opens her banking app, manually transfers 5,000 rupees into a separate investment account. She closes the screen and goes back to making her regular dinner. If you had to predict who ends up financially safer over the next 5 years, the obvious guess is Neha, right? But the real answer depends on a hidden psychological battle happening inside their minds, a battle that you are most likely fighting every single month. Because here is the twist. Kabir does not love shoes more than his financial safety, and Neha is not naturally more disciplined. They are just caught in a design flaw embedded deep inside the human brain. To understand why Kabir makes his choice, we have to look at a silent, invisible argument that happens the moment money hits your account. It is a literal face-off between two different versions of the same person, your present self and your future self. Imagine them sitting across from each other at a table. Your present self is real, breathing, and completely exhausted. He had a brutal month at work. He dealt with a difficult manager, survived a stressful commute, and felt the weight of daily anxieties. He wants a reward right now. He wants comfort, validation, and a quick hit of joy. On the other side sits your future self. This is the version of you 20, 30, or 40 years from now. He is older, his joints ache a little more, and he desperately needs financial security to survive. When the 60,000 arrives, the present self looks at the new smartphone or the premium dinner and says, "I will feel happy immediately." The future self begs quietly, "Please just leave a fraction of that money for me. I'm going to need it." But the future self has a massive disadvantage. He is completely invisible. He has no voice. And in the human brain, the present self wins the argument almost every single time. Why does this happen? Neurologists discovered something fascinating. When you think about yourself today, the emotional center of your brain lights up. But when you think about yourself 20 years into the future, your brain activity shifts to the region used for complete strangers. To your primitive brain, saving money feels like taking your hard-earned cash and handing it over to a random stranger. This is a deep evolutionary trait known as present bias. Our ancestors lived in a world of immediate survival. The modern world changed, but our biology stayed exactly the same. Then, reality catches up. It is a rainy Tuesday evening. Kabir is driving his scooter home when the engine suddenly makes a loud metallic crunch and dies. The diagnosis is bad. The vehicle requires a major transmission repair costing exactly 15,000 rupees. Kabir stands under the dim light, pulls out his phone and opens his banking app. His available balance is barely 2,500 rupees. A heavy, cold knot forms in his stomach. The panic is instant. Kabir is not a bad person. He works incredibly hard. But right now, his hard work cannot fix the scooter. He has to swallow his pride and call a friend for a loan. The turning point for Kabir happens on a very quiet Sunday morning. He looks at the 5,000 rupees shoes sitting by the door, no longer providing even a single drop of excitement. He finally accepts the psychological truth. His willpower is a finite resource that drains by the end of a hard workday. Trying to fight his own biology every month using pure discipline is a losing strategy. So, he decides to outsmart his brain entirely. He sets up a simple automated system. On the first day of every month, 6,000 is automatically moved into a separate fund. By automating the choice, he removes the argument between his present self and future self entirely. He still enjoys his life, but the future stranger is finally getting paid first. Every advertisement and social media feed is engineered to exploit your present bias. Relying on willpower is a trap. By setting up a simple automated boundary, you protect your money from your own biology. You give your future self a fighting chance, and you finally build a life of true, unshakable confidence.